Dear friend, do you feel like there's always something missing in your life? Like there's something more that you just can't quite grasp? Or does your life need a massive change and a kick up the butt? Or have you found yourself stuck in a rut and struggling to get out? Maybe there's a feeling lurking within you, an unconscious or barely conscious knowing that there is more potential in you, just waiting to be awakened. If so, you're in the right place. You might be working your butt day in and day out, struggling to pay off mountains of debts and bills, with it all seeming like a never-ending nightmare. Or you've been doing everything you can to change your life, but it just ends up being the same as before. And I truly understand how you feel. We've all been there, and you're not alone. But I discovered something, and believe it or not, we were all born with some kind of gift. There's unlimited potential in every one of us, including you. You simply need the right guidance to tap into the power of the universe and unleash the true potential inside of you. Just imagine being able to travel the world with no worries at all, walking up to any ATM and drawing out spendable cash without any worries, living a life of no stress and burden, and finding your soulmate that brings love and blessing into your life. All of that can and will be a reality for you, and that's exactly what I'm about to show you in the next few minutes. So if you're open and determined to accepting this life-changing experience, I kindly ask you to do one thing. Focus all your attention on this video for the next few minutes, because I'm about to show you the missing link to your dream life. From this moment onward, everything will change, but before we get to it, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Sean Anderson, and I'm a life coach and a professional hypnotist. I've embarked on this journey to help and guide as many people as possible to transform their life to be the best version of themselves, and here's my story. I grew up in London, and believe it or not, it's not as nice as you think. Growing up here in a rough neighborhood is really bad, especially when you're poor. I used to live in a small apartment with my mom and younger sister because my dad left us when I was only 6 years old, and that was really rough. Without dad to support us, my mom was forced to work 3 jobs a day just to put food on the table. It literally sapped all of my mom's energy, and I used to constantly see the frustration on her face. She could never spend time with us as she had to always go to the next job. This made me a little angry, not because I wanted to see her, but because I knew that my younger sister needed some type of parenting to nurture her. I knew I had to step up and be the man of the household. I needed to take the pain and stress off my mom and be there for my sister, so how did I do it? When I got old enough to work, I took up many odd jobs to support my family, but it barely did anything, and all of it completely sucked. I hated every single minute of it, but at least it took some baggage off my mom's back. You know, that's what really kept me going. As I got a little older, I started to feel slightly depressed. And since I had no father figure around, there was no one to teach me the ropes of life, to show me how to cope with this. And so I had to look for outside sources. I lived in a rough environment where everyone was either dealing drugs, gambling, drinking, or doing other illegal activities I'd rather not mention, and naturally, I started associating with them. I just wanted to feel accepted, like I belonged to something. And I desperately needed this pain inside of me to fade away, and I hoped that this would be the way. Over the years, I got very deeply involved in the same shady stuff as they did, and I didn't really enjoy a single bit of it. But I didn't think anyone else would accept me for who I was, for who I am. I pretended to be normal and happy in front of them, but I always felt empty no matter how many of my so-called friends were around. And I've never seen anyone be as disappointed as my mom was when she saw what I was turning into. She would constantly yell at me, but that was only natural. And we had many heated arguments over the years, and I eventually left because I was just so sick and so tired of this life. And then some time passed, and instead of improving, I ended up getting a gambling addiction and I almost went bankrupt. My mom constantly told me how disappointed she was and How could she not be disappointed? She worked so hard trying to give me a good life, and yet I ruined it all because of my ego, because of my neediness to feel accepted. That same year, my mom ended up with a terminal illness, and I tried my hardest to deny reality, and I didn't want to believe any of this was real. But one special night, I got a call from the hospital telling me to come immediately, and I rushed over and I couldn't believe my eyes. My mom was lying on the bed looking completely lifeless, and I didn't want to believe it. I just thought, this must be some kind of nightmare. None of this is real at all. Thoughts of denial just kept running through my mind, but there was still good news. She was still conscious, and I took this time to desperately express how sorry I was for causing so much trouble all those years. I was drowning in the deep, dark feeling of regret of how I did not become the man I wanted to become to support this family. During our last conversation, she said one sentence that changed my life forever. She looked me straight in the eyes, gripped my hand tightly, and said, "I know there's more to you, son. Don't give up on life. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. I have faith in you." And tears started streaming down my face. I knew I had to change my way of life. I couldn't keep disappointing her anymore. I knew I had to turn my life around and make my mother proud. But unfortunately, she passed away later that same night, and I wasn't sure what I felt. It was a mixture of emotions so raw, so primal that I could barely describe it. Anger, frustration, confusion, depression, regret, the list goes on and on. I just lost the one person who actually cared about me. I couldn't think straight. That was the lowest point of my life, but that also led to the turning point. A couple days later, my mind was still heavy. I was barely taking showers and hardly eating anything, but what my mom said to me just kept replaying in the back of my mind over and over and over again. So I decided to take a walk to clear my thoughts and my pent-up emotions. And then I saw a guy with the widest smile on his face approaching me, and he said, "Hey, how's it going?" And I nodded my head and I ignored him. And he followed up with, "Hey, did you hear me?" And before I could tell him to leave me alone, he said something that caught my attention. "I can feel the pain, the regrets, the disappointment in you. It's all in your eyes." I wanted to get mad, to yell at him because I felt disrespected, but the funny thing is, he was right. He gave me a look that was really sincere, almost like he knew me for years and understood exactly how I felt back then. And somehow, I ended up sharing this sad story of my life to a complete stranger, and I told him that I absolutely had to change my life right now. And I would do anything to be a better man and not disappoint my mother further. I remember telling him, I want to achieve great success in life, to be wealthy and successful, to do my mom proud. And he took a quick pause, looked at me, and he said, "You will never be able to accomplish that, not with your current state of mind. You need to rewire your subconscious. Only then can you start changing your life. Only then can you start attracting the life you truly desire. A life full of success and abundance." I told him I didn't understand what he was saying, and he revealed to me that he was a hypnotist. He said that your background, your past experiences and environment made you create negative, self-limiting beliefs about yourself. Whatever you think of becomes your reality. And your entire life, you've been blocking yourself from succeeding. I didn't really understand what he was talking about, so I just kept listening. And before he left, he told me that he truly wished to help me. He handed me a piece of paper with an address at the bottom and told me to follow the instructions given inside, and his parting words were, "If you're truly serious about changing your life, follow the instructions given and meet me when you're ready." I was ready and willing to try anything, so I followed his instructions exactly as he wrote them, but nothing really changed. I mean, I felt a little better, but that didn't have any significant changes. I thought I did something wrong, but I knew it was time to go and see him. I knew I needed his help. So I got dressed and I headed to his office, which was really just his apartment, and he invited me in by saying, "I see you're ready to change your life." And he told me there was a missing link. that was preventing me from achieving my dream life and that he would guide me to fix it. Simply put, even if I tried to change my life and achieve the success I wanted without his help, the chances would be extremely low. I would be just like millions of ordinary people out there, trying their best every day but still failing to taste success. And the best way to do it was by tapping into the subconscious mind. Your subconscious consists of 90% of your mind. Shocking, isn't it? And that 90% is blocking you from achieving success, wealth, and abundance. Every time you decide to make more money, your subconscious is limiting you to believe that it is impossible to do so. Even if you've never consciously thought, I can never be rich with my current circumstances, or I'm not lucky enough to be able to start a business, you can still have these subconscious beliefs. And every time you try to manifest your dreams into reality, your subconscious will sabotage you by playing with your emotions, by bringing up your past failures, your painful past, or life trauma. It is all in your subconscious mind, and the scariest thing is that you will have no idea that it's sabotaging you. It doesn't matter if it's wealth, health, or relationships. If your subconscious is not tuned right, you'll never be able to truly manifest the thing you desire. Once you're able to rewire your subconscious mind, that's when miracles start to happen. But to do that, you need to understand a very important point. And that is the secret missing link between you and the universe. I want you to take a look around, paying close attention to every single thing you see. Trees, cars, your clothes, everything. Now look at your body. Your hands, legs, skin, nose, nails, everything. Now I want you to imagine the entire universe. The stars, planets, galaxies. Think deeply about how vast our universe is. What are all those things made up of? What do they tell you everything is made up of? Matter, right? That's actually false. Everything is made up of energy. Yes, energy, and all energy is made up of vibration. What is vibration? Just imagine your phone ringing and then starting to vibrate. That's what's happening to your energy all the time, you just can't see it. Vibration gives life to everything. Everything has its own vibration. You do, I do, animals do, and so does the sun. Even the universe has its own vibration. The only difference is our vibration's frequency. And frequency is what determines how high or low your vibration is. If you're at a low frequency, your vibration slows down and you'll feel more depressed, anxious, and angry. You'll only manifest things you don't actually want in your life. And if you're at a high frequency, your vibration speeds all the way up. You'll feel joy, excitement, happiness, and peace at all times. You'll manifest anything and everything you've ever desired and then some. That's why your vibrational frequency is the missing link. It's the middleman that sends your desires to the universe to then make that desire into reality. And once you're able to achieve the right vibration with the universe, manifestation will work like magic for you. As I took note of everything he instructed me to do, I realized how crazy and how amazing it all sounded. He gave me some audio tracks and told me to listen to them every single day. He told me to focus and direct my desire and intention while listening to them. And honestly, I was pretty skeptical, but I had nothing more to lose. I gave it a shot, and sure enough, some crazy changes started happening in my life. For example, I bought a lottery ticket and started putting my mind into winning it. And as crazy as it sounds, I actually won $2,067. And it wasn't much, but it was a great start, and I was absolutely shocked. All I could think was, I can really manifest anything I desire by simply thinking about it? I love this. I've never felt this great. It felt like real magic. And from then on, my life truly started to change. I became more positive than ever, and everything felt exactly like what it was meant to be. I opened the floodgates to true abundance in my life. Right then and there, I knew I had to help people tap into the power of the universe with me. People needed to feel what I felt every second of my life, so I decided to become a hypnotist as well. Of course, under the mentorship of this wonderful guy that literally saved my life. This gave me the opportunity to help others who were in a similar situation as I was. to give back to the community for what I was lucky enough to be blessed with. Eventually, I started getting clients as a professional hypnotist, and they were paying me $497 per hour to learn about the most optimal way to change their life. Up until now, I've helped over 2,000 people manifest their desires with this magical system, the exact same system that helped me transform my life. I still couldn't believe how much my life changed after meeting my mentor. I feel truly blessed and grateful for that experience, and now it's time for you to experience it too. What I'm doing right now is truly limited. I can only help so many people with my one-on-one sessions, and I truly wish that I could help everyone. Which is why I came up with this special online program. A program that is easily accessible by anyone who has a desire to change their life. And wherever you are in the world, you'll be able to experience this program to help you achieve your dream life. Introducing the 30 Days Metamorphosis Manifestation. A special program designed to guide you step by step by holding your hand on this journey and transforming your life. Every single day for an entire month, you'll receive an actionable and instructional email from me. It will contain an important assignment for you, a lesson, tips on improving your life, and a strategy or technique that you can implement right away. All of which will help you move forward in life, release the blocks that are currently holding you back, and kickstart an enormous transformation. Every new lesson builds directly on top of the previous exercise, so you are guaranteed to pick up momentum, and your results will be like a snowball rolling down a huge hill. The lessons individually are, of course, important, but I'm providing them in a carefully structured order so that I can take you on a journey of discovery, inspiration, motivation, and achievement. These lessons are designed to help you master the 4 major components of success each week. First, identifying and fixing problems or weaknesses and overcoming negative emotions. Second, designing and planning out the life you desire most. Third, building and obtaining high-tier confidence. And finally, putting it all together and taking the right action. There's a lot in these emails, but here's a quick taste of what you get. The simple way to build confidence in only 5 minutes. The Kaipa formula that will give you superior focus. The visualization technique that all top winners use. 8 best ways of erasing stress, and much, much more. These emails are loaded with valuable information that will change the way you live life forever, but don't take my word for it. Here are the words of another life coach, Dr. Ahmed Alihoniade. The 30-day metamorphosis is a must if you are serious about taking your whole life to the next level. As a life coach myself, I thought I knew everything I needed to succeed, and I guess I was wrong. And the best part of this program is it takes no longer than 21 minutes a day to implement all of these steps. I built this program to be easily consumed, actionable, and enjoyable. It won't feel like some boring study session. I made sure that it's fun to absorb all the value provided in the emails. You'll be excited every time you see a new email in your mailbox. It's all delivered online so that you can study at your own pace, in your own way, and from the comfort of your own home, car, coffee shop, or wherever you feel most comfortable. But the mentorship isn't the only thing that's included. Remember the special music that the little old wise hypnotist gave me? The ones that changed my life? Well, I'll give you those exact ones right here. One of the best ways to raise your vibration is to listen to music tuned to one of these special frequencies. After you'll do that, you'll finally tap into the highest power of the universe and manifest whatever you want at will. And if you still don't believe me, a study by the University of California, Irvine, where students who listen to Mozart, which is tuned to a 423 Hz frequency by the way, before a test, temporarily increase their IQs. The same study also took a look at 60 patients with chronic pain and had them listen to a special type of music. Once it was done, they saw a decrease in pain, depression, and disability. But that's not all you get. You also receive powerful hypnosis tracks to aid you on this journey and transform your life in ways you could never imagine. First, we have the individual hypnotic track, which will help you focus. In our busy world, you're constantly bombarded with distractions, so it's no wonder why it's so hard to focus on improvement. This track will give you laser beam-like focus and help you never take your eyes off what's really important, your achievements. Never again will you have a problem focusing on any task, big or small. And you also get Life's Evolution hypnotic track to prepare you for anything life may throw at you, no matter what. But there's still more. You'll also get 2 guided meditation tracks to bring you into a state of self-discovery and make you feel more connected to yourself and the universe than you've ever felt before. And if you're ready to transform your life immediately, you also get some of my best kept secrets as fast action bonuses. Bonus number 1 is a 30-day NLP hypnosis book that allows you to cut out the middleman and hack into your subconscious to enforce any wants you desire. And you know what that means. The life you crave will become reality 10 times faster. You'll take constant action, never let anything distract you from your true destiny, improve your social skills, and always be in control of your emotions. You'll also learn exactly what hypnosis really is and why the combination of NLP and hypnosis is so powerful. And I'll give you a hint. Hypnosis only targets your subconscious, but NLP targets both your subconscious and your conscious mind. The fast action bonus number 2 solves the problem that faces nearly 25% of the world's population: not being able to fall or stay asleep. Just play this audio tape right before bed and you'll drift off into a peaceful slumber. I know by now you're probably wondering, how much is all of this? You might be thinking how I told you that I charge $497 per hour for in-person consultations, and worrying that you'll never be able to afford all of this. Well, don't worry. I wanted to make this affordable to anyone who could use it, so you won't pay $497. You won't even pay $197, even though that would be more than a 50% discount. I was going to set the price at $97, but after seeing the crazy results my clients got, I knew I had to make it even more affordable so everyone could get it. Which is why you'll only pay $37. That's it. And if you're skeptical, don't worry, because you get a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. That means you get a full 30 days to implement everything within the program, and another 30 days to see the impact it will have on your life. Try it out, implement each exercise, and read every email. If you're not blown away by the results it has on your life, and if you don't think it was worth at least 50 times what you paid for it, simply get in touch for a quick and courteous refund of every single penny you paid. You either tap into your highest power or you get your money back. You truly have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And I know you might say, I'll figure this out on my own. And the truth is, anyone can start changing their life at any time on their own. But 99% of people out there don't know where to start, how to start, or even have the motivation to start. And with this blueprint that I've designed and created for you, I'll take you step by step through the next 30 days, telling you exactly what to do to change your life one step at a time. So don't be like the 99% of people who never take any action. Be the 1% and take the big step to change your life. Because the worst case scenario is maybe you've just wasted a couple of minutes of your life on watching this video. But a more realistic scenario is that this actually works for you, and you start living a much better life only 30 days from today. And the fact of the matter is, if you don't get started now, someone else will. In 30 days from now, they will be the one living a happier, more successful, and abundant life. And you're still going to be in the same exact place as you are right now. You're more than welcome to just close the page, ignore it, and act like this never happened, but you've been called to this page. And you'll never find out if this works for you like it has worked for so many people unless you actually try it. So click the button below and be that 1% that takes action right now. At this point, you might be wondering if it's right for your situation. Well, if you're stuck in a job you hate, working with people you don't like for less money than you deserve, or you are tied down by negative emotions, ever present all around you, or you feel like days, weeks, and months are just flying by, slipping through your fingers, or you feel like you have hit a plateau in life and you're struggling to work out what you even want anymore, let alone how to get there, then you'll greatly benefit from this course. I've designed it so that anyone who feels like they aren't living up to their full potential and wants to turn their life around can do so in only 21 minutes per day. When there's something wrong with your physical health, you go to a doctor. They diagnose the problem and they give you a solution. When there's something wrong with your house, you get a repairman to come around, find the problem, and fix it. This is exactly like doing that, but for your life. So click on the link below to start changing your life right now. If you're wondering what I use as the basis for this course, it's built on 4 premises. Number 1, you find the holes, weaknesses, and problems in your existing life. Number 2, you set goals and objectives for your new recharged life. Number 3, you build a plan to get you from one point to another point. And number 4, you create the confidence, willpower, and motivation to actually put those plans into action and achieve your goals. This seems simple, and it is simple, but it is not easy if you're doing it all by yourself, which is why we'll spend a week on each of these 4 core areas. I will teach you techniques that will help you set bigger and brighter goals that hold true meaning in your life, to release the negative emotions and limiting beliefs you've been carrying forever, and to give you permission to achieve more in your life and remove the blocks that are currently holding you back. You're going to learn how to find fulfillment in your life, how to gain confidence so that you can step forward and reclaim your life, and how to step out of your comfort zone to experience adventure and excitement like never before. I'll teach you how to get more done in less time so that you can surge forward towards your goals, how to build good habits, erase bad ones, find happiness in all areas of your life, and much, much more. All you have to do to make your dreams come true is click on the button below. And if you don't think it's right for you, just listen to some of my 2,193 plus students who have found success with this program. Sergio from Mexico says, "I've just gone through the 30 Days Metamorphosis program and it is literally changing my life. I've always believed I could plan and organize myself, but it wasn't until I signed up to Sean's training when I saw all the areas of opportunity that I was missing out. As a graduate from this program, I can now plan, organize, take action, and finally start getting the results I was looking for." And Susan Brown from the UK says, "The 30 Days Metamorphosis program helped me change my life to the way I've always wanted it to be. I love Sean Anderson's bite-sized daily emails. They were easy to read every day, even in my busy schedule of my work, tasks, and looking after my children. They helped me trigger the move forward that I needed and to make life changes. Sean teaches with brilliant organizational tools and mindset shifts without becoming overwhelmed or dismissing them altogether like I had in the past. In my personal life, I have quit my day job, started to further my education, and I'm looking after myself more, health-wise and emotionally too. Oh, and I'm moving to a bigger home soon too. I feel more in control of day-to-day tasks, and my self-worth has increased tremendously, which has broadened my vision of what I can and will achieve and what I am worthy of. As a great believer of perfect timing, the 30 Days Metamorphosis came just at that time for me. If you are reading this, then it's very likely to be that time for you too. I would highly recommend this program to anyone who wants to get to their next level in life. There is no time like the present. I have thousands of happy customers like Sergio and Susan. Will you be my next one? Just click on the button below the video to start your journey. Otherwise, I'm afraid our time together has come to an end. Thank you, dear friend, for watching this video, and I hope you find peace and success in your life, just like I did many years ago.